Hi, I'm Daniel, and Kid Cosmic released on Netflix in 2021, and it's a great show. Mainly for the subversion of its original premise, it is only 24 episodes, so it is a quick watch that I recommend. It was created by Craig McCracken, who is familiar with the superhero genre. To bring this up, I don't think the show's a criticism of the superhero idea. I see it more as a rejection of some of the tropes in it, while having a different story about the contrast between episodic and serialized stories. In this video, I will go over each season and recap how it ties to this point, so there will be spoilers. It was supposed to be a 25th TV show analysis video, but it ended up not being one because I couldn't record it. Season 1 is there to introduce the normal setup for the show to yet to subvert it, but it happens around halfway through the season. Story starts with a kid, yes that's his name, finding 5 stones of power. He gets a team together where each one has each stone, and they fight aliens to protect the power from getting into the wrong hands. Episode 4 uses the home video format as a way to speed run through what would normally be many episodes of the hero adventures being filmed. So you're at the start of a young episodic superhero show. We were keeping it secret and disguising it as an alien movie, but things change in episode 5. The kid decides to stop keeping it a secret and just tell them. The people at the diner are at first mad and confused, but after seeing them in action they think it's cool. Describe everyone avoiding the team, and the able kid as the comic relief for the group. He wants the hero role, and Papa J is aware that he wants something after his parents died, and has a common superhero origin. Papa J wanted to make Kid happy and feel like he achieved something, so he faked the robot attack for him to defeat. After the kid was annoyed about the comic relief comment, Chuck shows him the video and he sees it was faked. As a way to try and prove himself, Kid gets Chuck to call his people as leader, and he fights them alone. He was doing well for a bit, but needed government agents to intervene, including the biker and Biak, who was in the background for the whole season. Season 1's plot twist was that the local heroes were guinea pigs to test the stones. They were used to see how the stones could do against minimal threats, but now it's the government who has a hold of it. Even though technically, they always did from the start. Episodes 5 and 6 took a normal superhero show and deconstructed it. This is interesting at debunking the typical comic book logic, by it really being a scheme. The last 4 episodes of Season 1 have a major tone shift where the characters are separated and being watched, which further shows the subversion. The telepathic cartoon sandwich has to get the gang together without being noticed. Except for the kid who no one knows where he is. He has begun burning the comics he has read while watching a fight. The stones were given to a very generic superhero team whose faces weren't shown until the end. They have to fight aliens. It turns out the aliens have the power of a stone and each only wants theirs back and aren't evil. The group try and go back and tell the biker and Biak, but they already knew and want Earth to have the superiority over the rest of the planet. Shows how although simple solutions won't work, complex solutions also aren't the answer in some cases. One-dimensional variants exist in real life, and this show features a middle ground between typical hero ideas and nuanced realism. You shouldn't be blinded by the hero sharing type concept. That doesn't mean Kid can't be a hero. Chuck went from being the one criticizing the hero trope and being very cynical to supporting Kid as a leader. Season 1, Chuck did a great job of contrasting the rest of the tone. Kid discovers his power of flying was actually telekinesis and manages to find the balance to peacefully use it. The ending has the humans and aliens together at the diner, and you can imagine an ending there, but there's a new vein of a Rodius, the planet killer. Months later, Shan is the only survivor who transports them to space. This means they're going to stay heroes for season 2. Will this be a return to form for the hero idea? I don't have as much to say about season 2 compared to the other 2 seasons, but I can discuss the structure. The hero changes to Joe being the main character, who is instructed to be a ruthless leader by Shan. However you're supposed to say that. There's a new character, Phantos de Amasa, who looks pathetic and kind of is. He is a big Herodias nerd who acts like a child, but he has aims and desires of world destruction. He has the stones in power, and they end up with a different combination of stones. He is upset about this because he wants his telekinetic stone. He has grown from last season, but still has some of the hero mindset and is a bit reckless. The season starts almost episodic with a formula getting a new stone in a new location that match your character. There's 13 stones and 13 people in the group. Season 2 has some moments that show the usual idea begin to break. Episode 3 has Joe face the failure of the situation, and episode 4 had them seemingly game a new ally. Josh says she was happy she got to leave the hole, but was really still angry and later betrays Joe. That makes sense, but I like seeing Joe and Crush as a duo, especially the fight scene between Phantos. Defeating Phantos gave them all the stones, but there's 3 episodes left. but the story has to focus on Joe's hero's journey, until we finally have the first hint of them battling Rodius, where they discover stones are made on the planet that goes against the one of each stone idea. Santos gets a hold of taking these in a portal stone. He says they are living in a fancy world for thinking they can ever beat Rodius, and then they are portal back to Earth, but come up with an idea making use of that goose stone. That was a running joke. This will not be superhero yet with foreshadowing for how Rodius gets defeated. Different government team of the PPJ hired them to use stones as a hero team. It seemed normal, even knowing there was a season 3 I thought it would have a different story focus where Rodius defeated. But the whole ending of season 2 looks different on rewatch. Season 3 is often called a Papa G season, and while he has more focus, I think he is shared between all characters in each episode. Anyway, this starts them getting matching hero outfits and a mansion, giving the superhero dream. They solve the problem of a dog who got hold of an invisible stone. Kid wants a Valiant to fight, which comes. Valiant attacks and gets defeated. Everyone is happy except Papa J, who is confused by this. They become popular as now the global heroes who go on talk shows and meet fans. Episodes 2 start with Joe defeating Valiant using chemistry. She doesn't even know how she knew that. Episode has the original 5 on a fetch quest for the 14th stone, with twist after twist after twist, and it doesn't stop. Joe becomes suspicious by all of this and finds Kid's year and discovers this is ripped from comic books. Santos the Master didn't port them to Earth but a fancy world that are following Kid's comic book stories. Papa G wants to stay, he isn't making Kid happy and his parents will be alive in this world, but Joe says they need to leave. This twist was surprising because he actually thought it made sense to defeat the Rodius in season 2. This was well foreshadowed and ties to the show, but the twist still takes a moment to process. Floppy brings back the concept of episodic storytelling because it goes along with oh they're heroes now. It means the government's going to want them to be heroes forever. This is what Kid wanted and it is fine pacing for another hero show. This arc only has 3 episodes because there's another story. The contrast of Joe and Papa G's thoughts in the new world is interesting. Eventually Kid realizes it on his own and would prefer to use as something real than win as something fake. This fancy universe ends and the gang is rescued by Shan. Everyone at this point has accepted defeat from the situation, which is too much realism. The younger people still try, but the rest just want to yip out while they can. I think Kid now has doubt about what's real after the fancy world played out. Look at you Rosa and a few of the race of smaller people try and get a hold of the stones. He saved the world single-handedly, now the 13 of them go to fight. Under summer temper, Phantos manages to trap them. Surprise comes when a Rodius sinks Phantos for misusing its power. The planet wasn't intentionally killing, it used to be a healing planet but broken. It ended up destroying planets in search for its own stone. This time a more complex ending is found. The solution is the real 14th stone, which is technically the first stone. Papa J somehow has it, and this is the reason he lived for so long, and he sacrificed himself for the sword of Rodius to stop destroying planets. Even though Papa J ended up living when he probably should have died. I would not have wanted to see that, but they probably needed something to happen as a result of Rodius. At the very least, the show should have done a big fake out around it, with all the flashbacks, but that's just me. The final epilogue episode has Kid still suspected in a fancy world months later. He sees a PPJ and thinks that it could happen again, even though they weren't portaled at any time. Life is becoming episodic, but not in an unrealistic superhero type of way. The episodic storytelling was used as a way to segue onto the final episode. Life itself is moving on ignoring what's happened before, and Kid doesn't like how they're all pretending it never happened. Not because his old dream wanted to be a hero like originally, but he knows there's life out there and he really liked this change to show for an ending. Kid has a lot of development. Might have to go over the genius of Kid Cosmic's ending another time. It's important to talk about the episodic structure, but not in fiction but in real life and what that means. Superhero format and tropes isn't hated by Kid Cosmic, there are ways it works throughout the story. However, it has the concept of 11 random humans, a cat and an alien turning into a hero team, but that's not the story. The original premise of season 1 was subverted by being a government test. And the show tried to set up another status quo that was also ruined by being a fancy world. The short 3-season run makes the show greater for the younger. It started off okay, but the second half of season 1 improved a lot. Season 2 also started off slow but ends up better. Season 3 is the best season all around, and a show fit for binge watching. Which also subverts how episodic shows are better used to binge. Contrast to the two ways of laying out shows really makes Kid Cosmic for me. In conclusion, I hope you enjoyed this video. When watching season 3 back in January, I know we had to make a video about it eventually. I haven't done much TV show videos recent. I did lean toward animated movies in November and December. Probably will make more focus on movie type videos, but I still will do TV show videos as well. As for Kid Cosmic, I want to make at least 2 more videos about it, but possibly more. Next we'll be discussing a character in Kid Cosmic Wasted Potential. This video is also pushed back for 3 weeks. First I needed more time on it, then I had no video which I wanted to make earlier. Then I was ill and couldn't record it. Now I have finally recorded it. Anyway, consider pressing subscribe because there are 2 more Christmas videos out soon. The end.